What's up, Rat TV? I'm Keith from Buckcherry. Let it rock.
Hey, what's up? Gott's here from Rat TV with the loudest show on earth. We are here at Cruefest. And right now I got my man Keith from the band Buckcherry. Keith, how the hell are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Good, brother.
Right on.
Hey, how's the tour kicking off, man?
The tour has been fucking awesome. We've had incredible crowds. There's a really cool vibe with all the bands, you know, the guys in the crew and Papa Roach. Everyone gets along great, so it's been a really good time. You'll see tonight after the show.
Right on, brother. I know that.
Yeah.
I got to party with you boys out in L.A., man.
You know, I was going to say, you look familiar, man.
It wasn't me, man, I swear.
Come on, you were that guy that the cops were chasing, right?
We'll keep that on home, man. I'll lose my job for that one. No, man, tell me about this tour now. Like, the fans, any particular fans really stand out in your mind? Like holy.
Well, you know what? The East Coast fans are always the best fans.
Right
I mean, out in California, everyone's just kind of like too cool. You know, but out here, everyone wants to rock. They want to throw down. They want to party. The girls are crazy. It's been a good time.
Now, tell me about the song, man. I love playing it on the air. It's Too Drunk.
Yeah.
That's like my theme song, brother.
Well, you know, Josh wrote those lyrics kind of about when he was a youngster growing up, going to house parties, and, you know, he was always the first guy to get loaded and the first guy to pass out. So
really?
Oh, yeah. So
I thought he did all right out in L.A., though.
He does all right now, but, you know, back then, he had a hard time crafting his buzz, so that's what the song's about, yeah.
Hey, Rockin' Robin Lane live at the PNC Bank Arts Center. It's Cruefest.
Rockin' Robin.
Right on. I love that. Josh Todd is here from Buckcherry, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
Right on. Hi, lock your daughters up. You know, do you remember back in 1999, we did a very big show in a very small venue at Buckcherry?
Yes, I do. I remember it vividly. And, you know, that was a turning point for us, that show, because we were gone in Europe. We did 24 shows opening up for Kiss. And while we were gone, that's when Lit Up started blowing up on radio over here. And we had this little small gig at some place in Jersey.
I think in Long Branch, Cheers. That was the name of it. Yeah,
and it was packed. Our tour manager was telling that the show was sold out. And we're like, sold out? How do people even know us here? We've never played here. And it was all because of you guys promoting it on the radio.
Right
and, you know, that night was really a special night. You know?
It was special for us, too, for two reasons. One, because Lit Up was like our #1 most requested song. And number two, when I saw you step on stage that night, I said, holy mackerel, Steven Tyler and Axl Rose had a baby. I was like, this is insane. You guys were fantastic, and we've been huge fans ever since. Let's talk about the start of Buckcherry, the end of Buckcherry, and the relaunching of Buckcherry. Why don't you take us on that little roller coaster ride?
I don't think there was ever really an end to Buckcherry, but the start of it was in 96 or something. Keith and I hooked up through a friend, a tattoo artist, and we just started writing songs on a 4-track in my apartment, you know, just to see, you know, he'd lay down guitars and bass, and I'd write lyrics and melodies and see if we had a chemistry, you know, and we did. We wrote a couple really good songs, and we're like, let's get a band together, and that's when Buckcherry, or Sparrow at the time, our band was called Sparrow when we first started.
Right. He had some sort of copyright infringement.
Yeah, it was the Finch of the Songbird, and we had to change it right when we were making our first record. So we then became Buckcherry, and you know, we had a good run there for a little while, but on our second record, you know, we had a lot of challenges, and 3 of the guys had quit after the end of that tour, and it was just Keith and I kind of holding on to everything. And we tried to find new band members at that time, but it just, we couldn't find the right guys. Everybody thought we had lots of money to pay out, and it just wasn't the case. And plus, we didn't want guys for that, you know, reason. We wanted guys that wanted to be in the band because they love Buckcherry, you know.
Right.
So we decided just to go our separate ways at that time for a little while. And we didn't really know what was going to happen, you know. It wasn't like we were feuding or mad at each other or anything. We were just tired of, you know, just all the disappointment stacked on top of each other. We just needed a break, you know.
Did you think that Crazy Bitch would have been as big? I mean, did you think it was going to get as much airplay? I mean, it's a great song. It's another one of those songs that you know, lit up our phones a lot, and to this day, people still, you know, calling up and requesting it. I mean, obviously, one of those records that had to be heavily edited for radio, but
right. You know, there's a long story to that song. Keith and I wrote that while we were looking for band members the first time before we split up. It's been hanging around on the cutting room floor for a long, long time. We wrote that, and I remember we played it for this kind of well-known producer. I won't say his name.
Okay.
And he's like, "This is a good song, but you got to change the lyrics." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's the best part about the song." And I'm like, "Just forget it. I don't even want to talk about the song anymore." You know, because I didn't want him to ruin it, and so we just kind of let it sit there for a while. But we always knew that it was going to be like this cool kind of record song, and we wanted it on a record, but we didn't think that it'd ever get on radio.
I was wondering about that. I had heard a story that the inspiration for that song was that Paris Hilton video. Is that true?
At that time, I was driving around L.A., and this is how the song started. I was just driving around, and it was during that time when those Sixx tapes came out. And I was just thinking in my head, like, it's just so amazing to me how somebody can basically launch their career with like a homemade porn. So, you know, and then I started thinking about the ghost of the JJ past.
Okay.
And I started singing this chorus, and I called up Keith because I wanted to record it on his phone so I didn't forget it. And he picked up, and I told him how I wanted the song to go musically. And, you know, occasionally Keith and I will, or I'll come up with something and I'll talk to Keith about it, and like he'll complete the vision that I had in my head perfectly, you know. And it just happened with that song. It wrote itself. We wrote it really quickly, and that was it.
Rock and Robin laid live on Jersey's Rat Radio 95.9. The Rat Backstage with Chris from Trapt, the lead singer. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Right on. So I want to congratulate you guys on the new album, Only to the Pain, the top 20 debut on Billboard. And who's going home tonight? Who's going home with you tonight? Big song for us. Nice job. You guys will be doing your own headlining tour after Cruefest.
Yeah, we're going to do like 19 shows in September, and then we're going to just to kind of test the waters with a bunch of new songs in October. We're flying on the stage show and all that stuff, and we go out by the end of October, all through the end of the year. So that's going to be my favorite thing.
And any shows going to be on home territory?
Yeah, we're playing Pomona, which is Los Angeles area, on September 26th. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, we like doing that, man. Seeing all those faces in the crowd, everyone said, you'll never make it.
Yeah, you know, you just back in.
Come on, man. That's right, kicking ass and taking some names here. Do you get involved? I know you guys, everybody's got a MySpace page or some sort of social networking site. Do you personally get involved with that stuff? You go on?
Yeah, we actually just dumped our MySpace site, just put a big ad for our own social networking site. It's called onlythroughthepain.com. And, you know, we can interact with our fans, and we put up this like forums and stuff. This section called Death Factory where our fans just go in there and just kind of fan about life and just stuff that they normally don't feel comfortable talking to fans and friends about. And then that's kind of honest, you know. So it's really cool to go type it and everyone on the site.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jacoby from Papa Roach sitting at the rat table.
Hey, what is going down?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long, hard road for you personally, you know, dealing with all kinds of personal demons, but now
That's all good.
You're kicking ass and taking names. And
oh, yeah.
Everything's, you look fantastic.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're on fire right now. It's a great summer, great bands. You know, we get on stage around like 6:30 and just slay for 45 minutes and then watch kick-ass bands all night. So
do you actually go out and see the other bands?
Sometimes I go watch from front of house or watch from side stage and stuff like that, and it's just, you know, definitely a dream come true to be out on this tour.
Excellent. And then you have a new record coming out, Metamorphosis?
Yeah, it's coming out actually in February.
Oh,
February of 2009.
Oh, okay, because I thought it was coming out in the fall. I had heard you guys.
Yeah, we were going to do it, but then we decided not to. We're going to release a song called Hollywood Horror.
Okay.
On PopRoach.com, and we're shooting a video for it. It'll be released on October 4th, and it's going to be free to our the first X amount of fans will go get it, and then we're just going to start on the internet with it, and let the fans discover it. So
did you do
Hollywood Horror? Get it?
I love it.
It's a rad track.
I can hear the phones lighting up now. Did you record that at Paramore?
We went and wrote the record at the Paramore, and then we went into the studio, a proper recording studio this time with Jay Baumgartner, the guy who produced our first record in Fest. Got back with him and went and tracked the record. Then right when all the way up to the last day until we came out on tour, and then I've actually been jumping into the studio on days off finishing up some backing vocals and stuff like that.
You know, I never thought I would see Papa Roach back at the Arts Center. Do you remember years ago your fans ripping up the lawn?
Oh yeah, I got arrested.
Yeah, that was.
I'm surprised they have us back.
I was like, they must have some security, you know.
That's all good.
But,
I learned my lesson.
Well, that's.
I just had to pay a fat old fine.
That's okay. I'm sure you've made your money back.
I'm doing all right, you know.
Now, what's going to happen with you guys after Cruefest? You're going to go...
Going to go take a month off. We're going to shoot a video for Hollywood Horror. Then take a few days off just to relax. And then go back out on tour October 4th. We start with Cedar and Stained.
Wow.
Yeah, so that'll be
Where's that tour going, you know?
all over the States. So I'm sure we're coming back through here.
Back to Jersey.
I'm sure we are.
Right on. Rockin' Robin Lane here with DJ Ashba and James Michael from 6 a.m. They just got off the stage about a half hour ago. And may I say that you were brilliant?
Thank you so much.
Rockin' Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rockin' Robin. What's up?
Brothers. How did it feel to have the audience? I was watching your last number, Life is Beautiful. How did it feel to have that audience just sing along with you?
Oh man, it's amazing. We've been out on the road a couple of months now, DJ, and you know, it just blows our mind that no matter where we go, the fans are that moved by that song, and you know, they sing at the top of their lungs every night, and it's just thrilling. I mean, coming from the point where we weren't even a band when we started. When we made this record, we were not a band.
I know.
We had no idea that we'd be out here playing it live, so to have that type of reaction from the crowd is just fantastic.
So when the Heroin Diaries was released, you guys absolutely had no intention of doing the touring thing. I know that. And I guess the overwhelming fan response, you were going to do a tour, and then Cruefest happened.
Right.
Was Cruefest the reason you decided to form a whole band to go on the road, or was it something else?
Yeah, I think it definitely, you know, we never really thought about, you know, touring as a live band. We always kind of talked about it. Wouldn't it be cool to bring this book, to life musically, you know? But I don't know. We never really.
I think our intention was more to like do a theatrical production and actually kind of play the whole record from beginning to end with a theatrical, you know, presentation. But I do think that having, you know, this amazing opportunity of getting out and playing for all of the Cruefest fans, it is what finally made us say, well, this is certainly worth us getting together and actually being a band and getting out and playing for our fans.
What about after Cruefest? Do you think you guys will make another record and go on the road by yourselves, you know, headline a tour?
Yeah, we're talking about, well, actually we've started doing some writing. And,
right. Wow.
You know, I think when you get three guys together that are such good friends and have such good chemistry, you know, we've said all along, who knows what we'll do next, but we know we will do something next. And I think that now, because of the just what's happened with Life is Beautiful, I think it's kind of become obvious that 6 a.m. is you know, has a future, you know, and we've got some other things to do. So
I think what's so cool about this band is it's one of those things that never was supposed to be a band, and the way it built organically online and the radio and the fans have just been insane.
Well, Nikki was just trying to, or all of you were trying to make a musical companion to the book, The Heroin Diaries, and that's what it was going to be, and that was, you know, as far as you were concerned, that was it.
That was it.
There's a little girl in town. Her name, they call her Miss Biz. Do you remember a girl named Lynn? She has a little girl. She's got pink hair. She's like a huge 6 a.m. fan. If you go on, she's on your MySpace page.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Really cool.
Miss Biz?
Miss Biz, say hi to Miss Biz.
Hi,
Miss Biz, what's up?
We love you, Miss Biz.
I thank you both for coming and taking time to talk to us here.
Thank you so much, Rockin' Robin.
James Michael and DJ Ashby from 6 a.m. here on Jersey's Rat Radio. Back to you, Natalie.